Hello everyone, and welcome once again to 4KB Shorts. Let's play Sniper Elite V2. Once again, we are on level 8, mission 8 of this particular game, and we're going to go ahead and just hop right in and see if we can survive this time.
The only target left was Wolf, but I hadn't a clue where he was hiding. I knew the Ivans had a special operations command post in East Berlin. Perhaps he was in contact with them. I packed up and headed out, followed the sounds of fighting and tank fire. It was just about the most dangerous place I could possibly go, but I needed answers, and this was the only way to get them.
Okay, in this mission I am dealing mostly, actually I think entirely, with Russians. So we're going to go ahead and Russian up our little weapon systems here. We're going to go ahead and go with the Mosin again, the PPSH, and I am keeping the Welrod. I have been having a lot of trouble with this level. I've actually watched other people do Let's Play of this level, and even the most hardened of individuals has said that for whatever reason this level has kicked them in several locations, very soft locations. Because of that, I am keeping the Welrod just in case, but I am taking the PPSH and the Mosin again, because this level does have one of those long shots I mentioned previously that I enjoy so much, and so I want to use my favorite rifle for one of those long shots. So here we go. Alright, and we are in. Now I have tried to Let's Play this level several times, and it eventually got to the point where had I uploaded the videos, it would have just been me dying repeatedly for roughly 20 minutes. So I'm hoping that the curse of this particular level of Mission 8 will be gone at this point, because I did have a complete run, an actual complete run of this level, and when I went to encode the video I found that I was recording my audio from a source not being used. So I had no game audio and I had no vocal audio, so it's just a recording of me walking around pointing at things without any kind of indication as to why. So once again, I'm hoping to change that up a little bit. I did double check my audio recordings this time. I did have the same problem, but I corrected it, so this should be coming through nice and clear. Now on this particular level I will be concentrating a lot more than I usually am, if only to avoid talking my way into a disaster, which has happened on several occasions. I start concentrating more on discussing the level than actually performing the task in question, and I end up getting shot or found out or something similar, and at least until I get to a checkpoint, or at least until I get to the mid-range checkpoint, I'm going to be very cautious. Unlike a lot of other levels, where I constantly complain about spawn-in, this level actually has most of the enemies, at least the initial enemies, spawned in already. It's a sniper, anti-sniper map, so most of the anti-snipers are actually spawned into the level already, like that one in the window that you see there. Because of that, if a single one of those guys sees me and starts firing, all the other ones in the level start firing as well. They start yelling, they start hunting me down, and just getting to the initial checkpoint becomes extremely difficult. So I am trying to avoid that by going a little bit slower, taking my time, being a little bit more cautious. It's kind of cheap knowing where everybody's at, but honestly that guy is not supposed to just stand there. In the past he has patrolled, there's like 3 rooms up there that he can walk to, and in the past he's patrolled all 3 rooms. But for whatever, whether it be because of an update that I'm not aware of, or just because this is the way he felt like acting recently, he does not patrol, he just stares out that back window over this courtyard. So I've had to find a new way around, unfortunately. A lot of this debris that you see is nothing more than a bump map or a 2D texture map. Unfortunately, some of the debris, like the bricks and whatnot, do stick out, and you can't step over them. It's just like a big chunk of brick or something, and I keep getting my feet stuck. So if you see me pause and kind of wiggle back and forth, it's because I'm attempting to step over something that isn't really there. I'm taking the outside edge of the map in this case. Unlike most maps where I do try to cut like straight through the middle, and this one does offer a lot more paths than most. As a matter of fact, I am supposed to be doing something right over there. That's where the next checkpoint starts, is by that giant building off in the distance. But even though I have multiple paths, once again they are being watched. So I'm taking the path of least resistance, or at least the path that's got the least number of eyes on it. Unfortunately, this has turned out to be one of the most boring maps, both for commentary and for gameplay. Much like playing Silent Hunter or another submarine-style game, lots and lots of initial boredom, a couple of minutes of high excitement, and then back to boredom. Because of that, I'm sitting here, like I said, I'm sitting here walking the long way around the map, lots and lots of boredom, and then as soon as I get to where we need to go, it's going to pick up really quick, and I'm hoping I'll survive. I also came this way to demonstrate one of 2 weapons cache that I've found on this level. In this one, it actually contains one of the only weapons, I think it is the only weapon you cannot select in the weapon selection screen. And that is this right here. It's the Panzerfaust. And a couple of extra rounds for the Panzerfaust. Now, you can take it. It works against tanks. I think it can one-shot a tank. I'm not 100% sure on that one, because I don't really use it, and the reason why is because it takes up your submachine gun slot. And it seems to lack the range that a grenade would have. So you can use it against troops, but you only get about 3 rounds, usually in this level only 3 rounds. Enemies, as far as I'm aware, don't drop additional rounds for it, unlike, you know, the submachine gun or the pistol. And so what you end up with is a weapon that's only got a couple of shots, can be lethal to the user, and is really only useful for taking out a tank, which you can do with a sniper rifle. So it's not as effective as it is entertaining, I guess. I have found that when an enemy carries the Panzerfaust, I found this out while playing Kill Tally. I was on Kill Tally, and eventually some of the enemies do acquire a Panzerfaust, which they can use against you. If you fire at just the right spot, when the wielder dies, he will pull the trigger and fire the weapon into the ceiling, and it counts as an explosive kill. That was entertaining the first time I found that out. Alright, this is going to be my sniper roost, so I am going to drop a couple of landmines, and a trip mine, I believe, provided I don't get seen up here. And then that way I can use this area to protect myself from the oncoming rush of enemies that's going to occur when I open fire on this tank. Before that happens, alright, I just saw his foot. I'm not sure if anyone else saw his foot, but I saw his foot. He will be walking around in this direction. I'm fairly certain that guy will... Oh, die already. Great, let me guess, his buddy hurt me. Apparently not. Okay, cool. Got all this way, and I was hoping that situation would not come to an end, or, you know, come to a bad end, so. Normally I'd snap his neck, but at this point I'm not taking any chances. I'm just going to go ahead and shoot him and be done with it. Alright, now I have to debate. There are a couple of snipers. There's one hanging out over here somewhere, as well as that one that I mentioned way over there. I don't believe I can shoot either of them from this direction or from this position. I don't believe they can shoot me either. And the tank, which you may have seen, is patrolling. There he is. It's patrolling around this square. Let me take a quick look. And we do have some patrollers up there. Okay, so those guys are actually stuck. They can't come get me, but they are carrying long rifles or sniper rifles. I'm not sure if they're scoped, but they are sniper rifles. So before I take out the tank, let's give someone a bad day, shall we? Ooh, that's a very bad day. I'm hoping this one will turn out well. I'm actually feeling pretty good right now. The controls are feeling fairly clean in my hand. They're not wiggling, they're not jiggling. I'm not feeling like there's any kind of lag either visually or in the audio. And I'm hoping that that will continue throughout the level, and I can keep up a pretty good pace. Just like a Russian, in one ear and right out the other. Ooh, I got incoming, actual incoming. Okay, that was landmine kill number 1. Should be landmine kill number 2, and after that it will be, there it is, it will be trip mine kill. So if I hear a trip mine kill, I am going to have to defend my position manually. Right now I'm hunting for that that sniper because he's heard me fire, so he'll be hunting for me too. Yeah, those are the two guys you hear yelling on my right and on my left. The one on my right should be on the 3rd floor, I believe, and the one on my left is around, he's right over there. He's actually right over there, and he will wander back and forth to try to get a beat on me. Sorry, I heard yet another voice, and it's making me nervous. You can only keep track of so many people at the same time. Do have eyes on yet another sniper. A little high into the right. Ouch, no more collarbone. I think there may be a guy below him. Not sure where that secondary round came from. Alright, the way I trigger the next section of the game is by shooting the tank, but when I do that I get rushed, so I'm kind of trying to eliminate anybody being able to shoot me in the back or in the sides. Well, they can't move from that position, so the best they can do is shoot me if I stick my head out too far. Since that's the case, I am going to replace a couple of these, just in case, because I do have some guys that rush out at me later. I will also take this, please. Yes, sir. Please, more ammo. Absolutely. Alright, and then now I'm going to go ahead and take out that tank. I think we're pretty well set. I do know I have those 2 snipers out there, but for the moment at least I am fairly certain that I will be able to handle the situation. Famous last words and all that. Now, I'm not sure if that tank will want to shoot me from there. I'll not take that chance. A little short. There you go. Alright, that solved that problem. Now, for the next problem. I winged him. Him too. Okay, so 3 shots, 3 hits, no kills. If nothing else, I at least kept them busy enough. Or wounded them enough to where I can hit them basically any spot. And drop them. One of those guys is on that other machine gun, and I think he can hit me from there. And there might be a guy directly below me from the sounds of it. That sounds like a PPSH at close range. I can't get eyes on him from here though, so I'll just have to wait for that explosion to occur. Alright, clean, wonderful. Oh, there he is. Okay, he will probably be coming up to greet me at close range. I will wait for my trip mine to tell him what a bad idea that was to have. Once again, just taking a peek out for that sniper while I wait. He should be coming up. I hope he's coming up. There he is. What a nice guy. So conveniently getting himself killed for me. Alright, find the documents. Wonderful. That is checkpoint 1. So, do I have... Please tell me. Nope. I should have saved one of my landmines. I keep trying to remember that there's a funny joke I can pull regarding a spawn-in that an enemy performs, but unfortunately without that landmine it's not going to be as hilarious. Still, we can do this the old... Well, there's a trip mine. Not the same thing, though. We can do this the old-fashioned way, I guess. Alright, gonna have to sneak my way out. Alright, I am gonna cheat a little bit because I know where a couple of these guys spawn in. And unfortunately, at the end of this level, they are more interested in killing me than they are in hiding from me. So I do have to take the initiative to take them out before they kill me, because as I approach these doors from the interior, I get a couple of guys that spawn in, and they know exactly where I'm at, and they're less than 40 feet away, and they instantly open fire. So, plus I end up getting surrounded by snipers, so it's a very unfair position to be in. So setting up a couple of trip mines just for my own personal safety is tantamount to my survival. If I use that word correctly, I think I did. So we'll just drop down another tripwire, and away we go. Okay. Now there's a high potential chance you're going to watch me repeat this scene about 7 times. Unfortunately, since I do bring the Mosin, I do not have the rapid fire capability of the Gewehr, which is very helpful down here when you're using a sniper rifle. But we'll see what I can do. And there's the first one. Okay.